the Soap Creations group on Facebook, Dana Jordan struggled. Well, she didn't struggle. She put up a picture of her soap that she made was Cat in the Hat theme. And it was really cute. And the colors she chose just made the story. And Dana, you mentioned that you struggled with the hats. And so I thought I offered, and you said yes, to help you figure out the cat in the hats. So I looked up some pictures to see what it was because we want to tell the story, right? And so this is the hat that I made just now. I worked it out. So here's the plan. The plan is you have 3 different colors, obviously, and this is going to be the brim. That's how thick it is. So we cut that out like this, and I didn't bother with the other part about rolling it out. So then we want a smaller one, and I chose, let's see, I chose this one here. So I just made the black in here, and I liked the idea of the little black lines in between it. So I just wanted to show the process that I worked out and how I imagined it. So we have our discs. Let's see how many we're going to need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 more. And here's the black. Oh, black. It's really thin, by the way. I rolled it out really, really thin. Okay. So, and I don't know if you can see this, but as soon as you do that, as soon as you use the plunger on one color, you have to wipe it off, otherwise you're going to transfer the color. And it goes the same for the hands. I have one to show this. I don't know if you can see that. There's pink and black in there. My hands were not clean, and I grabbed a piece of white soap dough, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine. It's never fine. Never. Not one time is it fine. Okay, and so the white pieces, at first, I rolled them out too thick. So I didn't have room for 3 sections of red in here. So I rolled them out a bit thinner. So we want 2 sections of white. There. And then we want 3 sections of red. So, and I'm using soap dough that has been around for a while in my bag. I haven't been able to, well, the truth of the matter is I haven't been very creative. I haven't felt creative at all in the last, I don't know, 60 days or so. And Dana, thank you for your post, because this inspired me to get working again. And no, I'm not going to create a cat in the hat soap right today, but I thought it would be fun to show you how I did it. Okay, so, whoops, is this the right one? Yeah. Okay, so this one is about that thick, and I'm just guessing because I'm going to tip it over. I'll show you what I mean when I say tip it over. We have that. There we go. Okay, so there's a black disc that goes right in the center, and so we want to soften the edges of this just a bit because the edges are pretty sharp, sharpish looking. And there, okay, and now I'll use that again. So then, use that again. I don't know what I mean by that. Okay. So put that in the center. Right? But we don't want to attach the top part, and I'll show you why. So now we need a piece of red, and then we need a piece of black. You want to line it up as best as possible. And then what I'm putting on is water right here. Not a lot, just a little dab. And then we take another black disc, like that. And then we have a red disc. Oh, I'm missing one red disc, aren't I? Yep, here we go. Okay, there we go. And we want another black disc. Another white disc. Another black disc. And finally a red disc. There. Okay. So there you go. And it's kind of a little bit wonky, right? So I roll it out to smooth it out a bit. And then I want to work it just a little bit, because he's got a sort of a floppy hat. And so each one doesn't have to be exactly, but I'm going to squeeze it over to the side just a bit. I know it's a commitment once you've made that wonderful disc stack. And then what I did is I put some, now see, if I wasn't doing this for a video, I'd let this set and to dry a bit, because if you put a tool in wet soap dough, which I consider this wet, undried, uncured, anything, it's going to mark it. It's going to, I don't mean just mark it, it's going to drag. You're going to see drag marks. If I take in something that's a bit more cured, let's see here, even this, okay, if you can see, so I place that down, the tool in there, there's no drag marks. I actually just leave a nice crease, like fondant. But if I put it in wet and I drag it, you can see how it puckers. Maybe you can't see, let me show you. It can pucker right there and show drag marks. And I know that's just such a fine detail, but you know, that's important to me as somebody that wants to perfect things, that little bit of a detail. Oh, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, but you can see these little tiny, tiny specks of lint. And that is because we live in a linty world. And if you want to know how much lint floats in the air, just get out a piece of white soap dough and start moving it around. I mean, don't touch anything. Just grab the soap dough and move it around. You're going to end up with little pieces of lint. It's ridiculous. And with the fact that we don't see them in other colors doesn't mean that they're not there. So I spend an inordinate amount of time taking a needle and flicking them out to the best of my ability, because I can't take it. I don't like them at all. Anyway, so there you go. So this is just, so instead of dragging it this way, I'm going to push into it and roll it. So it's a little bit cleaner. And this is trying to make what appears to be little creases. And then I squeeze into that just a bit, okay? So I want it softer. I want the hat to look like material a bit. There, okay. And now here's the brim. Gosh, I am not even paying attention. I hope that you can see this and that it's been all on camera. Oh well, we'll do what we can. Okay, and so we put a little bit of here. Set that correctly. Oops. There, just want that line to show just a bit. And see, I should have squished it before. So where am I here? Okay, and don't worry about the, oh, no. I don't want to, I was going to say, don't worry about the corn flour. I use cornstarch to, not flour, cornstarch, to keep things from sticking. Don't worry about it. It's just a quick little spray of alcohol, rubbing alcohol will take that off. And if you really need to, then you can, rub your finger on it. So his hat has a little tip in front, so I'm going to cover that up with a little tip, and then in the back, and it's a little wobbly, his hat, because he's kind of a wobbly guy. And then here. Now, there you go. Now that could be increased and added onto and made the hat to tip over even more, but you get the general idea. And I thought, if I can help, I will help. And when I saw that this morning, I was like, oh, Dana, you struggled with that. I could help you and make it so much easier for you. And so here I am, trying to make it easy for you. So thanks for putting that up, Dana. I hope this really helps. I hope you take it in the goodwill that it's meant, and have a great day. Okay.